After looking at how we can use universal gates, the NANDs and the ORs, we need to see how we can convert our circuit to use NAND and NOR. Okay, there's a couple of different ways you can do this. There's algebraic way of using expressions. The textbook has an explanation on that. What I'm going to show you right now is a visual way of how we could actually create that circuit. All right, so let's start off with a K-map and let's solve one of our results, and then we'll see what we can do in order to build this circuit out of, let's do NANDs first. All right, so let me start off. Let me put a couple ones in here, a few don't cares. Okay, let's take that one out. Okay, so let's do this. All right, the first thing we want to do is solve this. First item here, we see we have a 1 all by itself. Okay, so that's simple. That's its own term. So let's call this Z here. So I can say Z is equal to, and let's do this green term. That green term is A, B bar, C, and a D. All right, so now let's do the next item that I want to group. The next item is the 1 on the second row. It could be grouped with the item next to it. All right, so let's figure out what that is. That's A bar, C bar, D. All right, then we'll do another item. Let's look at the bottom row. The bottom row has something similar, has the pair next to it. Okay, so let's do that pair. That would be A bar, C, and a D bar. We have 2 ones left. Let's do the one on the third row that's left. I can choose to either group it with the one above it or the one below it. Let's do the one below it. That is A bar, B, C. And then I have one left. The one left, let me group it with a don't care. That way I use this don't care. I could have grouped it with the one next to it in orange as well. That would give me A, B, D bar. Okay, so we have a total of 5 different items. So we're going to build each of these out on its own. So let me start with green here. That has 4 inputs coming in. All right, let's put these inputs as A, B bar, C, and a D. Then let's do purple. Purple has 3 inputs coming in, an A bar, a C bar, and a D. Then we have orange. Orange has 3 inputs, an A bar, a C, and a D bar. All right, then we're going to have dark blue, 3 inputs, and that is A bar, B, C. And then we got the light blue. The light blue has 3 inputs, A, B, and a D bar. All of those are going to feed into one big OR gate. And that produces Z. Okay, so let's make this. Let's use that we're going to convert to NANDs. All right, as we're going to convert this, let's look at one item at a time. I got this green item that's an AND gate. I'm going to convert that it goes into a NAND gate, NOT gate at the end. Don't worry about the inputs. We'll look at the inputs at the end. This purple one needs to NOT the result of the NAND. The orange one's going to do the same thing. Same with dark blue. And then with the light blue. All right. Then we had this OR gate in black. I don't want to draw this far away, so let's do it here. We had this OR gate. Okay, how I'm going to do the OR gate? I got to make it as a NAND gate. And this had knots on the inputs. And those knots get tied to each color of the AND gate. Well, when we set up this item, we see that we have knots followed by a knots. Let me highlight this here. See, what is this? That turns out to be a knot going into a knot. And this, I can just remove all of that. It could just be a wire. So we're going to do that. I can say through here, cross out these double knots. Let me cross those out. Okay, so if I cross out those double knots, then it's a green NAND, an orange NAND, oh, a purple, I forgot purple, a dark blue, and a light blue. And then each of these ties into another NAND at the end. Now, the only thing you would need to do is on the inputs, if anything had a bar, so let me look at one of these. We had like a B bar. So I have a B. I need to put it into a NOT gate to produce B bar. And then that one I would connect up to the right location. So a B bar needed to go into the green item. We make a connection that it goes into green. B bar, that was the only place it was used. And then B also went into the dark blue and also went into the light blue. So you would do the same thing for every input. The same process would happen as if you wanted to go to all NOR gates. You would do everything one gate at a time. If you have knots that leads into knots, like here in yellow, you're going to remove them. All right, so that should get you started on how to convert into NANDs and NORs using a visual method.